In this short video, I am going to show you how you can use Desmos matrix calculator to find the values of your A, B, and C when doing partial fraction decomposition. So let's say you're doing a partial fraction decomposition problem and you go through all the steps necessary to get to your system of equations, which I have right here, okay? Well, instead of going through and doing that algebraically, which is very time consuming and can be somewhat frustrating sometimes, let's do this using matrices, just like we were in a linear algebra class. Now, to create the matrix, what we want to do is to create a row in the matrix for each equation. So we have our first equation, a plus c equals 8. That will be the first row. We have another equation, negative 5a plus b equals negative 2. That will correspond to the second row in the matrix. And then our third equation will correspond to the third row in the matrix. Then the columns of the matrices, the A coefficients correspond to the A column, the B coefficients correspond to the B column, and the C coefficients to the C column, and then we have the constants over here. So as an example, in this first example, we have 1A plus 1C. So in the A column, we put a 1. We have 0 B's in this equation, and we have 1C. And then our number over here, the constant on the right, is 8. So we put 1018. In our second equation, which goes in the second row, the coefficients of A, B, and C are negative 5, 1, and 0. So negative 5, 1, 0. And then on the right of the equal sign is the negative 2, the constant, that goes right here. In the third equation, the coefficients of A, B, and C are 0, negative 5, and 2. So we have 0, negative 5, and 2. And on the right-hand side of the equal sign, the constant is negative 28. That goes here. So what we want to do now is once we've created that matrix, we can go to Desmos matrix calculator, which I'll give you a link to. Click on New Matrix. And then we want a matrix that has 3 rows, 4 columns. So I'm going to click over here on a plus to get 3 rows and click twice to go to 4 columns. So the rows are horizontal, the columns are vertical. And now we're simply going to put in the numbers from our matrix, which is 1, 0, 1, and 8. And then we have in the second row, negative 5, 1, 0, negative 2. And then the third row, we have 0, negative 5, 2, and negative 28. Now what we want to do is we want to row reduce that. So we're going to go down here in the lower left-hand corner where it says RREF, R-R-E-F. Click on that. That means we're going to row reduce this to what's called row echelon form, reduced row echelon form. Click on that. And then in here, just type the number A because this is matrix A. And over on the right-hand side, it's going to give you your answer. The answer for A, B, and C will be the numbers in the right-hand column, 2, 8, and 6. Now, I'm not going into a lot of detail about linear algebra and matrix work and everything. For the purposes of this course, if you've never had work with matrices or linear algebra, the numbers you're looking for is the A value is 2, the B value is 8, and the C value is 6. And that is how you can use this matrix calculator to save yourself a lot of work when you're doing partial fraction decomposition in this Calc 2 class.